What's happening, Houston? It's Bishop John. One thing I like to start a lot of these videos off of is to ground everybody is, first of all, we all got pain, we all got love. I'm not here to separate that. That's gonna go on forever. Pain and love will last forever. That's the big eternity of life. It's pain and love is eternal. So adjust yourself with that to life, and you will look at life like, well, time don't exist, because if you ever die, will you meet pain and love in the next life? I believe that there's not one, that will be the other. So a lot of people should grasp themselves with that, because that's something experienced daily. So to help a lot of people out, I'm going to talk about the S.M.A.T. We live in the S.M.A.T, space, matter, and time. Space, matter, and time is what creates everything to exist down here. You have space, and in between the space, which is matter, it takes time to travel. So we all live in space, matter, and time. S.M.A.T. If time ends, all you have is space and matter. If matter ends, all you have is space and time. So if space ends, all you have is matter and time. And with an understanding of that, on the journey I've been through, I'm going to help people understand that within the space, matter, and time we all live and operate amongst, we all have languages to communicate. So in the space, matter, and time cycle, we have a language which carries symbols, letters, and numbers. So let's understand that in the space, matter, and time, we use symbols, letters, and numbers to communicate. Another trinity. So you're probably saying, what is you saying that is so simple about the space, matter, and time, the symbols, letters, and numbers that we use? Okay. Born on this world, you are introduced into a language. You have no clue where you come from, but you're introduced into that language. Should you speak that language? Not my answer. Are you supposed to? Not mine. But do you? Yes. So with the language that I speak, being born in America, inside the state Texas, inside the city Houston, our language is English. It consists of 26 letters, which is A through Z. Our alphabet, which creates thousands of words, that only consists of 26 letters. So let's count how many numbers do we have. People say numbers never end and they go into infinity. I stand on a different side of the table, to agree to disagree. To me, numbers stop at 9. And they say, how do you say that? Well, it's because if you count from the beginning to the end, the very first number is 0. No value. And the very last number is 9. Because after you count to 9, what is the number? 10. 1 and 0. That are the first number and the second to first number grouped. So if you look at that transition, then you count to 19, you get 20. It is the first number and second to first number grouped. So we got to get an understanding that within the language we speak in English, we have 26 letters and 10 numbers. And all 10 of those numbers are 0 through 9. So hold your left pinky up, or right pinky, left thumb or right thumb, and count from 0 and go the other direction. 10 will be 9. So get that through your heads, y'all. All that infinity forever thinking should stop right there. 9 is the greatest number there is. So Now, with me just talking about the space, matter, and time that we live in, and as well as inside this space, matter, and time, we use language, which is symbols, letters, and numbers to communicate. We have a total of 10 numbers and a total of 26 alphabets. So 10 plus 26 is 36. 3 plus 6 is what? 9. So me giving you a trinity, which is space, matter, and time, that we use symbols, letters, and numbers, which never change, morning, day, or night. The way I teach and I philosophize with is grouping things together. Because everything to me groups. I believe everything coordinates, everything cycles. Snake eats snake, the circle of life. Everything has a meaning and reason why it is be. And that's the simple fact of we're running into now in life. We're constantly trying to figure out, what are we? Why I'm here? Why are you here? Who's right? Who more right? Who wrong? Who more wrong? That's the constant phase of life we're figuring out. So with me just introducing you that little secret about the numbers, symbols, and letters we have, let's get back on track. So after numbers, what else do you have? Symbols. I just broke down to you 26 letters, 10 numbers. How many symbols do you have? Well, what are symbols? Symbols are letters and numbers conjoined together to send off a vibration. And you're saying, what vibration you're talking about? The image you pick up from the symbol. That's the vibration you received. See, in this life, space, matter, and time, and we're communicating with symbols, letters, and numbers, you got to understand is a vibration correspondence to every single one. So Neil, what is you saying? Let's use an example. The letter A is the first alphabet. 0 is the first number. What do A and 0 have in correspondence? You can see if you analyze both tools, they are a whole, which represents enter or exit. So on the space, matter, and time, the first number and first letter seems to have the same vibration. Hmm. So 26 letters, 10 numbers, which equals 9, because 3 plus 6, 36, which is 9. Gives you an infinite options of symbols. It's very deep. So my thing is, how do a minimum amount of tools give you infinity options? Literally, 9 gives you infinity. Because if you use the numbers and letters in the language of English we speak, combine them, you have an infinite possibilities of symbols.